Hello, wonderful people. Parents often don't realize how important it is for their children to have pets in the house. Children get very attached to them and are very sensitive to unjust treatment of their loyal pets. It even helps them learn how not to behave with their friends. The heroes of today's story also didn't pay attention to their son's feelings. Unfortunately, they didn't realize that their mistake could lead to irreversible consequences. An ordinary family lived in a remote taiga village. The father was a hunter and the mother worked part-time at a local farm. They had a 12-year-old son who loved animals. He's been asking his parents for a dog for a very long time, but they were against it. Once the boy's uncle came to visit them, and knowing about the boy's dream of having a dog, he bought him a great puppy as a gift. When the animal grew up a little, the adults were horrified as they realized that they had taken in a real predator into their home. But it was too late to give up the wolf cub. The boy began too attached to his four-legged friend. The wolf grew bigger every day, all the while behaving like an ordinary dog. One day, when the head of the family was having a birthday party, his wife suggested they lock up the wolf in the barn so that his aggressive appearance wouldn't scare away the guests. The boy was very upset to learn how unfairly his best friend was treated. He begged his parents not to do this since the wolf wasn't guilty of anything, but his parents refused to listen to him. Later that day, when the guests began to leave, the adults noticed that their son was nowhere to be found. They searched the whole house, but they never found the boy. The remaining guests also rushed to help look for the child. They walked around the neighborhood, but the boy wasn't in any of the neighbors' houses. It was obvious that the child got lost in the forest. Taking flashlights and recruiting some volunteers, people began to comb the area. A few hours later, one of the volunteers found scraps of clothes which the boy was wearing that day on a branch of a bush. Footprints found nearby led into a dense thicket. It was impossible to find the boy in the impenetrable trees and in complete darkness. Therefore, the search was postponed until morning. The next day, the parents decided to take their fateful young wolf with them. Seeing the scraps of his friend's clothing, the animal whined quietly and immediately took the trail. People rushed after him, but no one could keep up with the fast predator. They could only wander around and shout out the name of the missing boy, hoping that he would respond. When the day was coming to an end, the search party decided to go home. Imagine the surprise of the unfortunate parents when they found their son in the yard. He was lying unconscious near the porch. The boy's leg was caught in a trap, and next to him sat his fateful wolf, looking hopefully at his owners. Judging by the footprints on the ground, their pet found a boy in the forest and dragged him home from the other side of the village. They immediately took the boy to the hospital. A day later, he regained consciousness, and he told about his miraculous rescue. It turned out that the young man hadn't had the time to go far into the forest, but when he got lost and accidentally stepped onto a trap, losing consciousness from the acute pain, the wolf found him and managed to drag him out of the forest and straight to the house. If it wasn't for the smart animal, the boy would have probably died. After this incident, the friendship between the boy and the wild predator became even stronger, while the parents never locked the wolf up again. The wild animal proved what a loyal friend he was and that he could be trusted. Unfortunately, only after facing real danger and having the wolf save their son's life did the adults see this. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to comment and share with your friends. Bye for now.